Sounds a lot better.
And we are live from Detroit. I'm Aiden London,
Joined alongside Ryan Witt.
and man, do we have a great game for you today. As the, excuse me, a little bit of audio difficulties. As the Brother Rice, or excuse me, the Catholic Central Shamrocks take on the University of Detroit Jesuit Cubs. Ryan, who are you looking for to play well for the Cubs in this game?
Definitely a Sonny Wilson type of game. CC at the bottom of the Catholic High School League, so this is a game U of D is expecting to come out and win, but you got to make sure you still put on the pressure. You still go out there and win it. You can't just come out here relaxed because it's a team that's towards the bottom of the leaderboard. So I want to see Sonny step up and lead this team to a big win.
Yeah, obviously the U of D Cubs in second place for the Catholic League. If they win tonight, they clinch it. If Brother Rice wins tonight, they clinch the regular season Catholic League title.
Yeah, so I mean that just makes the game all the bigger. I mean, we know U of D and Rice will meet one more time at Brother Rice, so that's going to be a big game regardless of how this game goes. Nonetheless, even if they don't clinch the Catholic High School League, that doesn't mean we can't see them make a sweet championship run in.
Last week on Friday, me and you were here calling the St. Mary's game. We got to watch Sonny Wilson and Xavier Banks put on a senior masterclass, Ryan.
Yeah, it was an absolute insane game, and now that we're walking back in here on another senior night, I mean, who knows what they might do tonight if they did that on a non-senior night.
Obviously, senior night, Cubs have three seniors all starting tonight. Sonny Wilson at the 1, Comedy Nwamba likely at the 3 or 4, and Xavier Banks, the big man, in the middle.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen anybody out there in warm-ups that's going to be able to guard any of these guys. They are athletic freaks, and they are bucket getters. I think they're all going to have a feast day tonight.
Now, all three of these guys are seniors. Last game here, Ryan, what do you think this means for them?
I mean, it's got to mean the world to them. I mean, they've been putting on a show all 4 years. I mean, a lot of those guys, obviously Sonny Wilson going to be playing college ball. We may see Xavier Banks go on to play some college ball. So, you know, with all the time and effort they've put on this court, you know they're going to want to show out one last time.
Now, we are going to take a break for a minute as we say the Pledge of Allegiance, National Anthem, and the Lord's Prayer.
Good evening. Good evening, Jesuit High School Academy. Welcome you to tonight's varsity basketball game between the visiting team, the Shamrocks of Catholic Central, and the home team, the Southern U of D Jesuit High School.
right, we are back after the national anthem, beautifully jazz band, and the Lord's Prayer. Always fantastic. God bless. Go Cubs. And now the Catholic Central starters will be announced right now. Got number 2, Amini. Number 10, Josh Ross. Number 15, Derek Lee Jr. Number 22, TJ Nadu. Number 24, Sam Howard.
Are we looking at any underclassmen in that starting lineup?
We see none.
All right.
Now, my favorite part of the starting lineup's introduction, your University of Detroit Jesuit High School and Academy Cubs, as number 0, Kamdi Nwamba, our senior, comes out. Number 1, Xavier Johnson. Number 2, Leroy Blyden. And number 3, your superstar, Sonny Wilson. And number 24, the big man in the middle, that's Xavier Banks. Ryan, it's senior night. These guys got a lot on the line. Cub faithful showing out on a school night. Banks will take the tip against number 10, Josh Ross. This is a big game, Ryan. CC, the big underdog. Cubs got to hold on to this one.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. I mean, just looking at the starting lineup here from the sidelines, it looks like U of D's actually got a size advantage. They usually like to go with a smaller lineup, in my personal opinion. So to see them have a size advantage, I think this is going to work really well to Xavier Banks' advantage.
As Banks wins the tip, Blyden gets it. He'll set it up for the Cubs. Fakes the 3. Blyden kicks to Wilson. Wilson takes a couple dribbles. Looks for Banks down low. Banks tries to get positioning. Wilson calls for Blyden. Cubs look to reset.
I'd definitely like to see him work it down low earlier. We saw him posting up. We'll see if he can get him the ball.
Banks with the ball now. Cubs initiate weave like they always do early in this one. Wilson has the ball. Uche Imine on him. Blyden's in the corner. Shoots a 3. No good. Rebound number 10, Josh Ross. Shamrocks look to slow it down now. .15 on the corner. That's Derek Lee Jr. Shamrocks jack up a 3. No good. Rebound Wilson. That was number 22, TJ Nadu.
Yeah, tough shot to settle for there. U of D on the push now.
Sonny was looking for Kamdi Nwamba. Senior-to-senior connection. Kamdi was not ready for the ball, though. Turnover Cubs.
I definitely want to see U of D get the defensive physicalities going early. It always works to their advantage when they play physical defense.
Cubs not letting the Shamrocks have anything, showing press early in this one. Spin move behind the leg, between the legs. Uche Amene. Cub faithful letting him know. Shamrocks slow it down, looking to get a good shot. Number 15, Derek Lee Jr. going to work on Nwamba. Spin move, layup. Gets it to go. Shamrocks take an early lead at U of D.
That was a really nice spin move. Great job of getting to the basket and converting.
Wilson jacks up a 3. No good. Rebound, Derek Lee Jr. He finds Amine. Amine finds Nadu. Nadu fakes the 3. Finds Amine back. Amine jacks up a 3. It's good. Shamrocks lead 5-0 early in this one.
Catholic Central definitely not scared to shoot the 3 ball. They're going to have to start covering that a little tighter.
It's Xavier McLovin Johnson now with the ball. He finds Banks. Banks up fakes. Drives in. Posts up. Finds Blyden up top. Blyden shoots a deep one. No good. Amine with the rebound now.
Yeah, that was good court awareness to find him open. Good looking shot.
Amine finds Nadu. Nadu swings to Amine. Amine up fakes. Blyden on him. Takes a deep 3. It's good. Shamrock's making everything early in this one.
Yeah, I definitely like this timeout call. Catholic Central just got hot really early, and I mean, he was just knocking down those 3 balls. They are not going to let him score those all game, that's for sure.
Yeah, obviously Cubs down early in this one, Ryan, but this Cub team has rarely been phased by an early deficit.
No, and especially when they establish defense. Defense is the thing that I think swings the tide for this Cubs team. Every time they're playing good defense, they're able to capture leads. So I think if they just establish a stronger defense, stop letting them hit those threes, I think they could get back into this really quickly.
The Cubs haven't really got their shots to fall yet. Excuse me, technical difficulties. As Blyden will be the inbound man as Shamrock show press. Wilson gets the inbound. Blyden gets it right back. Cubs swing to McCoy. McCoy takes a dribble, kicks to McLovin in the corner. That's a 3. No good. Rims out. McCoy tries to get the offensive rebound. He does not get it. Amine gets it, though. As Johnson gets the big steal, and one McLovin.
You cannot try to take a block when Xavier Johnson is driving to the rim. That is an athletic freak that's going to score anytime he gets near the basket.
Right, I was ready for Xavier Johnson to put that guy in a screensaver. He was thinking about it, but instead he'll take that baby and the foul.
If he dunked that, I think the mic would have broke with how loud it would have gotten here if he dunked on him.
Broadcast would have had to end, even though Cubs only trailed by 6, but that would have been crazy. As Johnson converts the N1, cuts the Cub lead down to 3 after the timeout. Great steal, great score from Xavier Johnson. Mine swings to Nadu. Nadu up fakes on Blyden, takes a couple dribbles. Mid-range jumper. No good. Rebound Banks. Tipped around, and they call it off of Howard. It's number 24, Sam Howard. They say he touched it last.
Yeah, UFD's not going to be able to let them keep getting those shots. I mean, he just got to his spot, got a comfortable-looking shot. They may not have gone in, but that's not the shots you want to be giving up.
Wilson now meeting on him. Ready to go to work. Donnelly calls for a play. Crossover move. Wilson drives in. Snatches back. Johnson finds McCoy in the corner. McCoy turns the ball over. Tough pass from him. Picked off by Howard. Howard runs the break now. Finds number 10, Josh Ross. Josh Ross misses the layup. That's a rebound for Banks. Wilson ready to run now. Wilson on the break. Tough layup. No good. Gets his own rebound. Misses. Rare open layup miss from Sonny Wilson. As Nadu goes to work on Wilson now. Shamrock swing to the corner, take a couple dribbles, and they say he stepped out of bounds. Great defense from McCoy.
Yeah, good job giving him no room to operate with. He had no choice but to step out of bounds.
McCoy, the inbound man, he'll find Blyden. Shamrock showing half-court press, now making it too easy for the Cubs. As Blyden crosses over, tough lay, it's good! It's bad Leroy Blyden, baby.
That was a beautiful spin he put on the ball. It looked like it had no chance of going in, and it just spun right into the bottom of the net.
Cubs showing trap in the full court. Mine breaks it by himself. He dribbles in. Spin move. Takes a tough layup. Gets it to rim out. Gets his own rebound. And he gets stripped by Blyden. Play whistle dead, though. They'll call a foul. Going down. As Blyden looked like he took a hit there. Seems to be holding his face. Trainer's with him. Hatcher will get him now. It's number 1 checks in for the Shamrocks. That's Josh Rude. Blyden goes to the bench now. Seems to be holding his eye. Seems like Amine got him on the rebound. McCoy finds Wilson on the inbound. Shamrock showing full court press. Wilson looks to break it by himself. They're not running it too hard, so he breaks it quite easily. As Wilson now drives in, takes the tough mid-range, tries to bank it in, doesn't get it to go. And it's rebounded by the Shamrocks. They're ready to run, but McCoy's already down. They're blocked by McCoy. What a block from McCoy. Oh my goodness, Gerard McCoy, welcome to the block party, baby. Wilson on the break, get ready for it. And he gets stripped. And they call it off of his leg.
That was an incredible defensive position. Even if it didn't end in points, I mean, McCoy just establishing that paint belongs to U of D.
And McCoy gets his defensive presence known early as Nadu tries to break the press. Hatcher ties him up. They call it jump ball. Great press from Ryan Hatcher.
Yeah, Cubs defense strong right now. They just need to find a home for their offense, and they might be able to run away with this game. They have not let CC score in over 3 minutes.
Derek Lee Jr. inbounds to Nadu. Cubs down 3 with 3 minutes to play in the first. Jones gets it back. Or Lee gets it back, excuse me. Lee finds Ross down low, takes the layup. They call a foul on Banks after the fact.
Yeah, definitely one of those plays where anytime you bring the arms down, you risk a foul being called if it's not a clean block. So nothing you can really do there. He did what he could on the defensive end.
Josh Ross will shoot 2. Josh Ross gets a lucky bounce on the first one. Extends the Shamrock lead to 4. And Ross misses the second. Rebound Banks. Hatcher's got it. Cubs running. Hatcher slows it down. Gets a screen from McCoy. Hesitation. Kicks to Wilson in the corner. Wilson now. Has a screen from Banks. Downey calls for him to use it. Banks slips it. Shamrock show trap. Sonny kicks to McCoy in the corner. McCoy finds Johnson. Johnson cuts in. Tough layup. It's good. Johnson thought he got fouled on that one, and I thought he did too, but tough finish from Xavier Johnson.
Foul or not, he did a great job of finding the gap in the defense and getting an easy bucket.
Nadu spin move. Dishes to the corner. Shamrock swing. Wilson tries to get the steal, and they say it's off him. Stays Shamrock ball. It's now number 14. Devin Lee checks in for number 24, Sam Howard.
Yeah, that's extremely impressive court awareness. He wasn't even looking at the ball, and he still almost stole it.
Nadu gets the strange inbound pass. Johnson picks him up with the logo. McCoy, tough steal. Way to play the passing lanes. He finds Johnson. Johnson finds Hatcher. He's on the break. Sweet finish. Great ball movement from the Cubs.
Yeah, CC needs this timeout. U of D has finally surged like we knew they could, and now CC is going to have to try to do exactly what U of D has just done, and step up on the defensive end.
Ryan, I'd like to pretend like I was surprised the Cubs just went on an 8-1 run, but frankly, I'm not.
No, this is exactly what I knew. We both knew could happen when you let U of D just get rolling. I mean, they locked up on the defensive end. The only point they gave up was on a free throw, and none of us know if that was actually a foul or not.
Just got to talk about that steal from McCoy on the last one. Hope the camera picked it up. That was sweet, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like, oh no, I lost it. I was going to compare him to some corner, but that looked like it was just an elite football-esque play, just mossing it on the sideline. He kept both feet in, moved it up court for an easy layup.
Old school Michigan fans reminded me of that great, Charles Woodson pick against Michigan State where he barely stayed in bounds. As now Howard comes back in for the Shamrocks. 15, Derek Lee tries to drive on Wilson. Wilson tries to get a foul. Josh Ross has the ball. Josh Ross dishes down low. McCoy on him. McCoy gets his third of the day! Josh Ross gets the rebound, though. Ross at the elbow. Banks on him. Tries to take it on Banks. Banks doesn't allow it. Nadu has Johnson on him. Gets a screen from Ross. Nadu behind the back. Spin move. Tough jumper. He gets it to go.
You know, Aiden, I don't know when they're going to learn to not go up on McCoy.
Tough rebounding from the Shamrocks as Banks has it down low. This is to Wilson, who's also down low. Great move from Wilson. Great pass from Banks.
A lot of contact there, but he stayed poised and still got that one to go.
Lee has the ball now. He's driving on Wilson. Howard has it too. Howard loses it. Johnson has the steal. Cubs running. Wilson on the break. Jump stop layup. No good. Rebound Banks. And they call a foul. Banks will go to the line to shoot 2.
That was a picture-perfect outlet pass. He just got it in the perfect spot where only Sonny could get to it. He may not have hit the layup, but you can't be mad with them going to the free throw line with a chance to make 2.
And Banks covered for Sonny Wilson there. Sonny's been uncharacteristically off in the paint today, as now Linus Gauman gets number 1 Xavier Johnson, and number 20 for the Shamrocks, Josh McKee gets Josh Ross.
Yeah, and I mean, it happens. I'm not a varsity basketball player, but there are nights where we both will go to the gym and go 0 for 50. So we all know that everybody has a cold night, and it's still just the first quarter.
Ryan, to be honest, every night for me is a cold night, as Nadu makes a costly turnover there. Cubs will get the ball on their own sideline, excuse me.
Yep. I wouldn't call it a cold night when you're out there getting 15 rebounds every game.
You flatter me, Ryan, as Hatcher's the inbound man. He finds Wilson. Wilson looks to reset. Derek Lee Jr. on him. Derek Lee's pressing him. Crossover move. Cubs trying to set up a play. Nothing happening, though, as Wilson drives in behind the back. Crossover move. Jump stop. Hatcher for 3. Splash! Great shot from Ryan Hatcher.
That is the last guy on the court that you can just lose. I don't know what the defense was thinking, leaving Hatcher that open.
Somebody didn't read the scouting report as Gauman fouls Nadu on the press. Got a little too handsy there. They'll call him for that. Is now number 2 for the Shamrocks. Uchene Amine checks in for number 20, Josh McKee.
It seems like the ref just assessed a warning to the Catholic Central coach for complaining about too many calls, so I would love a technical foul and some free points for this U of D team.
Amine has it. Linus picks him up full court. Hatcher shows trap. Cubs playing him tough. Nadu has the ball. Up fakes on McCoy. Nadu tries to step back. Doesn't get anything to go. Mine now. Linus Skauman harassing him. Takes it in. And they call a foul. We'll see on who. There was contact. I don't know if it necessitated a foul, but we'll see.
They assessed that one on Linus Gauman, so no foul there would have meant block number 4 for McCoy. But unfortunately, that one's not going to go into the scorer's card.
Mina now, attempt 2. Makes the first one. Xavier Johnson checks in for Linus Gauman. And Leroy Blyden checks in for Gerard McCoy. Cubs running small ball now. Zamine will take his second. Makes it. And number 1, Josh Rude will get Amine now. Xavier Johnson will be the inbound man. He finds Blyden. Blyden looks to beat the press by himself. Some sweet dribbling from Leroy. Leroy swings to the corner. Great pass. Ryan Hatcher 3. No good. Rebound. Nobody. And we'll take that to the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a sweet pass. I didn't even see him from the sidelines, but he hit him on the money. That's a good-looking shot at the end of the quarter. Just unfortunate it didn't fall.
A tough shot. Probably 3 feet back from the corner. And Ryan, after a tough 8-0 start from the Shamrocks, Cubs lead 16-13.
Yeah, I think this says a lot about the team. I mean, our usual leading scorers aren't leading in the scores. So, you know, you would think that this team would be struggling a lot more than it is. You'd think we might be losing by a couple, but yet we're still up by 3, and it just shows how good everybody on this team is.
Now we're honoring 1952 basketball team, Ryan. 2 captains came out to show their Cub pride. What a night.
Yeah, that's just awesome to see. I mean, these are the founding fathers of an elite basketball program, so kudos to them and all they've done for this school.
Obviously, Cub alumni base, strong as anybody alive. We're glad to have everybody out here tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure. I always love to see all of the alumni and parents coming out to support this team. It's more than just the students.
More than just the students, more than an education, Ryan.
Oh, of course. For the greater glory of God.
And Jordan de glory. As now, Blyden comes back in. He looks like he had a bloody nose on the last one. Looking like a tough guy. As Blyden's picked up full court, he's got Howard on him. Blyden gets the screen from Banks. Crossover move. Hesitation, Wilson at the top, Nadu on him. Wilson crosses over, drives into the paint. They call a hand check on Nadu. Cubs will inbound under the basket.
That's 5 fouls now on this CC team. They are threatening putting U of D in the bonus with a lot of time left in the second quarter.
Banks down low, has positioning, gets blocked by Ross. Blyden will be the inbound man now. Cubs call a play. Hatcher in the corner, jacks up a three. It's good! Ryan Hatcher makes it splash twice early in this one.
Yeah, you can't keep leaving him open. He's going to hit that all game.
Nadu with some nice dribbling, beats the press. Swings to Howard in the corner. Howard shoots a mid-range shot. It's good. Cubs still lead 19-15 as now the Cubs are running. Johnson on the break. Oh my goodness! That's McLovin, baby. He's old enough to party.
It just seems like every game he's throwing down a jam that gets everybody in this stadium on their feet.
Looks like he reversed on that one as Howard comes into the paint now, misses a layup, gets his own rebound, switches to Nadu in the corner. Nadu makes it splash. Cubs lead 21-18.
The CC team really relying on their shooting, haven't gotten a lot to go in the paint.
Hatcher tries to respond, gets blocked. Shamrocks recover. Hatcher gets a steal though. He finds Banks under the basket. Oh my goodness! Hatcher makes up for his errant shot there with a sweet assist to Xavier Banks.
I mean, that pass just seemed impossible, and yet Hatcher makes it possible.
Some Hatcher magic right there, as now Cubs get lost, and number 15, Derek Lee Jr. was left alone right under the rim.
Yeah, miscommunication there. You know that's going to make Coach Donnelly extremely upset. That just can't be happening. I mean, we're seeing the negative sides of a press. Sometimes when you're trying to scramble and match up with your man, people get left open, and that's what we saw right there.
Cubs take a 30-second timeout. And Ryan, this Shamrock team is not going down easily in this one.
No, but they're settling for a lot of jumpers, which I think gives this defense a key thing to hone in on and stop. They've scored, I want to say, and this is just throwing it out there, I want to say they've scored at least 75% of their points off of jump shots. So I think if we can stop their jump shots, force them inside where we've got McCoy, Banks, even Comedy sometimes guarding the paint, there's not much they can really do.
Cubs still lead 23-20, 6:35 left in the first half. Blyden gets the inbound pass. Gives it right back to Johnson. Cubs beat the press. Blyden left alone. Swings to Hatcher. Hatcher finds Banks until he doesn't. Turnover at Cubs.
Had the right idea. He just kind of caught it with his leg.
Mine, elbow jumper, no good. Rebound, Howard. Howard finds Lee under the basket. Blocked by Banks. Banks was ready for that one, Ryan.
Yeah, that was a great job by Sonny picking up on the open man. It left Xavier enough time to recover and get that sweet block.
Mina, the inbound man. Finds a man under the basket. It's blocked again. Blyden has the ball now. He's running. Wilson on the break. Takes a tough layup. Gets it to go.
Yeah, right now we're seeing exactly what I was hoping we'd see. They're forcing him inside and getting a lot of blocks.
Johnson with a sweet steal. Doesn't get his layup to go. Sonny gets his own rebound, though, and he converts for him.
Sonny's starting to get fired up. That shot is falling now. He's getting excited.
Shamrocks with another turnover. Hatcher gets fouled. He'll shoot two now.
Yeah, this U of D team finally found the spark they were looking for, and now they're just starting to roll.
Ryan, this Shamrocks team looks simply rattled right now.
Yeah, this U of D team's like a snowball. Once it gets going, they just start. I don't know where that was going, honestly.
It gets bigger and bigger. The more it's rolling, baby, as Hatcher will take his first. He's got two. Makes it count. Hatcher's got 7 early in this one.
It's like a snowball. Once it starts to build momentum, it gets too big for anybody to stop. There you go. I finished it.
You always do. Is now McCoy gets Banks. Cubs showing McCoy at the 5. We haven't seen much of that this year. As Hatcher takes his second. Let's get quiet. Makes it count. As Amine gets poked by Hatcher. Cubs still showing this press. Amine tries to work, trapped by Johnson, and they throw another turnover. Blyden to Johnson. Oh my goodness! Xavier Johnson, give that rim some Advil. He made that one hurt.
Dude, I thought he was about to tear that thing down. I thought we were all going on social media with a torn rim and a delayed game because he just almost brought the entire building down.
Ryan, I was too stunned to speak initially, but my goodness, was that a monster slam.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I was scared the refs were going to get mad for him hanging on that rim, but, I mean, that's how you get a team and a student section fired up.
Student section up and yelling. This CC team is yet to really prove that they could beat the press.
Yeah, I mean, 8 of their points came within the first 2 minutes of the game, and since then, they've only scored 12 points. While in that same time the CC scored 12, U of D has scored 31. That's a 31-12 run in about a quarter's length of time. That just shows you how fast this team can get hot.
This Cub team showing why they're one of the best teams in the state. That's why they're competing for a state title. Shamrocks aren't out of this one yet, but Cubs lead by 11 with 5:32 in the half.
Yeah, and to further what you said, they're proving why they earned that number 5 ranking in the Metro Detroit area.
As Lee finds Howard. Howard traps him, though. Howard gets trapped. Amine looks to beat the press. He does. Shamrocks now. Amine takes it in. Takes it in on McCoy. Gets a tough finish to go.
Yeah, that's about as tough as it gets. I mean, he had no reasonable angle to get that shot to fall, and yet he still did.
McCoy takes a couple dribbles. Finds Johnson. Johnson crosses over. Hesitation, drives in. Fade away, no good. Rebound Amine.
Yeah, settled for that one a little, but when you've got Xavier Johnson in the paint, I don't think any shot's a bad shot.
Amine gets blocked by Johnson. Gets his own rebound, though, swings to Howard. And they call a foul on number 2, Leroy Blyden.
You know, one thing I love is I feel like any time something doesn't go their way on offense, the same player comes up and makes up for it on defense.
As Nadu, Hatcher on him, he looks to cross over as he does, behind the back. Tries to step through, tough fadeaway, gets it to go.
Yeah, that's just great balance and precision to get that sweet fadeaway to fall.
Blyden now initiates weave with Wilson. Hatcher gets the ball from Wilson, spin move, dribbles, finds Johnson up top. Hatcher spins, recovers the pass, finds Hatcher down low. Hatcher resets from the corner, crosses over, hop step. Blyden for 3, splash! Great shot from Blyden.
That's just U of D playing their game. No need to rush. They keep it patient. Find the open man for an easy 3.
Mine has Nadu. Nadu up fakes McCoy on him. They got the switch. Nadu's been their tough shot maker all day. Spin move. Takes another tough fall away shot. Dirk Nowitzki from TJ Nadu as Wilson brings it up in a hurry. Johnson fakes, swings to the corner, shoots a 3. It's good! Ryan Hatcher wet like water. That's his 3rd of the day.
You know, I was going to say they need to slow down the CC offense, but there's no need to slow down an offense if your offense can't be stopped either.
Cubs lead by 11 as Nadu tries to go to work on Wilson. Cubs showing their 3rd defender and 3 possessions on him. As Blyden rips Amine. Blyden looks to run now. He's in transition. Swings to Hatcher. Wilson in the corner. Shoots a 3. No good. Rebound number 15. Derek Lee Jr. as the Shamrocks look to run now. Howard jacks up a 3. No good. They call that out of bounds.
Yeah, that's how you know a team likes to shoot. Somehow it's bouncing off the extension and still going in.
As Ryan Hatcher and Xavier Johnson sit for the seniors, Kami Duwamba and Xavier Banks. Cubs running one of their bigger lineups that they can run. So they show Wilson, Blyden, McCoy, Banks, and Nwamba. Wilson Derek Lee Jr. on him. Sonny drives in, finds McCoy up top. McCoy finds Banks. Banks hop step, takes the tough layup, gets to go. That's Xavier Banks' house. Right there, tough floater, gets to go. Cubs lead by 13.
A lot of elite U of D athletes on the floor, like you were saying. They know how to run the floor. They're physical, they're strong, they know how to get buckets.
Josh Ross, Banks on him. Howard up top. Nwamba on Howard. Josh Ross loses it. He tries to drive in on Banks now. Gets fouled by Banks. Blyden had a block there. You don't see that very often, but he was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, that was a sweet block by one of the, is littler a word? Littler guys on the court? Smaller guys on the court. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't need the grammar police coming after me right now.
Little score update from across the Catholic League. De La Salle leads Mary's at Mary's. Ooh, big brick from Josh Ross.
Kind of thought he was going to airball that one. That's an airballed free throw is not what you want on the road, especially with a U of D student section.
Gauman now checks in for number 2, Leroy Blyden. Josh Ross makes the second, gets a nice bounce there. Wilson now brings it up slowly, Nadu on him. McCoy finds Gauman. Gauman passes to Banks. Banks up fakes. Has McCoy down low. McCoy takes the tough layup, gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that's a perfect pass there, putting him in a great spot to go up with that one. Earns himself a foul. Now he's just got to hit both at the line.
And a nice find. McCoy got whacked there, though, so no crime with him missing that. McCoy makes the first. Gerard McCoy take his second. No good. And they say it's off of Gauman, even though it was pretty blatantly off of Amine. Refs look to give the Shamrocks a little one here. As number 3, Asher Suardini checks in for the Shamrocks.
Nonetheless, I like to see Gauman fighting on the boards.
He's a tough player. Wilson's now on number 15, Derek Lee Jr. McCoy harassing Amine up top, and he gets called for a foul.
I'm not going to lie, he looked pretty scared when he saw Sonny Wilson pick up on him. He was quick to get rid of the ball.
Frankly, I would too. Wilson's a tough defender. So now Derek Lee Jr. will be the inbound man. Let's see if the Shamrocks cannot make a costly turnover here like they have all night. As Amine gets the ball. Amine crosses over on McCoy, takes it in, and they call a foul on the floor. Did you see it, Ryan?
I'm not sure. I was trying to see who they called it on. I think they called it on McCoy.
And that puts them in the bonus. Amine will shoot 1 and 1. Amine makes the front end.
Yeah, both teams did a good job of staying out of foul trouble. I mean, CC had a lot of fouls early in the quarter, but have only given up 1 since then.
Amine makes the second, makes the 1-on-1 count as Wilson now, Amine on him. Beats the press by himself, finds Gauman. Gauman stops, jacks up a 3, no good. Tough miss from Gauman as now Derek Lee Jr. runs the break for the Shamrocks. Hop step, ripped by Sonny though. Sonny crosses over, Banks on the break. Oh, nice layup from Banks.
Yeah, didn't hit him in the right spot. He couldn't get the right gather step to go up and jam that one down. I also don't think he wanted the wrath of Coach Donnelly if he missed another dunk.
We saw that late in the last game as Josh Ross swings up top. Howard makes a 3 count. As now Wilson's running. He takes it in. Finds Galman in the corner. Galman stops. Finds Nwamba. Nwamba swings to Johnson. Johnson up fakes. Takes the tough mid-range jumper. That's good for Johnson.
That's a sweet-looking pull-up.
I didn't know Johnson had that in his bag as Galman fouls Amina again on a hand check.
Yeah, got a little too physical there.
It's Galman's third, so he'll sit for Hatcher.
Hatcher's been the hot hand offensively. We'll see if they can get him another 3 before the end of this half.
Amina will shoot another 1-and-1. Makes the front end. Mine makes the second. He's been good from the free throw line today. He's number 1. Josh Rude checks in for number 2. Uchine Amine. Wilson now finds Nwamba. Nwamba finds Hatcher. Hatcher right back to Nwamba. And the Cubs just beat the press by not dribbling once.
That's about as efficient as you can do it.
Hatcher now up top. Nwamba looks for the pass, fakes it. Johnson up top. Johnson looks to shoot it. He does not, though. Hatcher has the ball in the corner. Comedy calls for the ball up top. Banks has positioning down low, though. Jump stop, and they call an offensive foul on Banks. Number 24, Sam Howard, sold it to the Shamrocks.
Yeah, nothing you can do there. He just had his feet set. He was ready to take the hit, ready to take the bump, and there's just nothing you could do about that if you're Xavier Banks.
Mide and Nadu now check in for the Shamrocks as Cubs showing press. And Amine breaks it, swings to the paint. Or, excuse me, he was taking a shot as that ends the half. Cubs lead by 9, Ryan, 44-35.
Yeah, that was just a sweet run we got to witness there from what? 2 minutes in the first quarter, and in the whole second quarter, it was just unbelievable. They looked really rough early on. Just the shots weren't falling. They couldn't really get a stop, and then all of a sudden, it's just one of those Coach Donnelly timeouts. It seems like it flips the switch on for this team.
Great showing for the Cubs through one half. We'll join you guys after the break. through 1, Ryan. Cubs lead by 9, and we got the sweet little camera now.
Hey, I'm glad you guys can finally see who's been doing the camera work for these last few games. Aiden, it's our last regular season game together at the High.
It's been a pleasure. As always, you got Connor on the camera, got Tyler doing the graphics. Thanks for setting this all up for us. This is great, Ryan. We got a little face cam.
It feels so professional now.
I know. We finally made it, Ryan. So, Ryan, Cubs lead by 9. What do they need to keep doing to win this game?
They just got to keep up the defensive intensity. I feel like that's what let them spark the offense. That's what let them actually get back into this game. So I think as long as they keep up the defensive pressure, the offense is going to come. We've seen all these guys get hot. Hatcher, Banks, they've all gotten hot.
Yeah, obviously all this Cub team is dangerous. Just got to see who's feeling the most dangerous tonight.
Yeah, I think Sonny Wilson's going to be really fired up after that first half. He was started off a little slow, but then he got a lot of energy, started hitting some tough layups. I think he might have a big second half.
Second half starts right now as Cubs show Banks, Johnson, Nwamba, Wilson, and Blyden. Shamrocks show Amine, Derek Lee Jr., Howard, Ross, and number 22, TJ Nadu. Pilot started, Amine's got Johnson on him. Howard on the elbow. Ready to go to work. Blyden pokes it though. Cubs not giving the Shamrocks any inch of breathing space as Johnson has Amine picked up. Amine takes it in on Johnson. Takes a step in and he dishes. Nwamba steals it though. Nice play from Nwamba.
Yeah, that's the exact type of defense that we want to see all half.
Wilson drives in. Jump stop. Layup. Gets it to go. Like you said, Ryan, Wilson's been hot since the first, and he gets an early one there.
Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted to see. He just got to the bucket, got physical, got an easy bucket.
Nadu now, Wilson on him. Another fall-away jump shot, no good. Rebound, Amine swings to Nadu in the corner. Nadu shoots a three, no good. Rebound, Wilson. Wilson swings to Johnson. Get ready, baby. Johnson dunks it. I don't have a quip, Ryan. He's done too much for me tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's an impressive one. It seems like he had no takeoff spot where he caught that ball, and he still easily threw that thing down.
And they call a something. Cubs will inbound now. Call it goaltending, actually. Say you can't hit the backboard on the block.
Yeah, he said the backboard shook the rim, which forced the ball to bounce a different way as it would have without any interference, so they gave CC the 2 points.
Cubs still lead by 11. Cubs looking to beat the press. They do, as Blyden steps over half court, swings to Nwamba. Nwamba didn't seem to be ready for it. He finds Johnson, though. Johnson swings it right back to Blyden, and Cubs look and resets. Banks on the elbow. Josh Ross on him. Johnson up top. Swings to Wilson on the elbow. Wilson swings to Nwamba up top. Gets a screen. It screens for Blyden. Blyden steps back. Swings to Banks down in the low post. That's barbecue chicken, baby. You can't let Banks get that deep.
Yeah, there's just nothing you can do when he gets that close to the basket. He's just too big for anybody to stop.
And Shamrocks will take a timeout now. Excuse me, they'll just switch their inbound man. Whistle for some reason. Cubs still showing intense press, up 13 with 6 minutes left in the third. As Howard beats the press, swings to Josh Ross down low, takes the tough layup, no good. Rebound Nwamba, tough rebound by Nwamba. Finds Wilson, Cubs ready to run. Blyden fakes it, swings to Nwamba top. Nah, jacks up a three, no good. Nwamba wanted one there, looked good off the hand, got a bad bounce though.
Yeah, he was confident shooting that, Jay. I thought for sure that one was going to fall.
Johnson picks up Amine, full court. Amine drives in. Blocked by Johnson. He had a step on Johnson, but Johnson made up for it with his athleticism as Banks gets the rebound, swings to Nwamba. Nwamba stepped out, though.
And he sent that thing flying off the backboard.
I just feel like every time I watch Xavier Johnson step onto the court, I get to watch a highlight reel play happen.
Man, I was just going to say, he's going to have one mean highlight reel when he finishes his high school career.
He's a young guy. Now Amine as swings to Nadu in the corner. Nadu up fakes. He drives in on Nwamba. Passes out to Amine. Amine drives in on Johnson. Johnson gambled there, tried to get the block from behind, but instead he fouls and Amine finishes.
How many of your legendary calls do you think are going to make it on his highlight reel? That's what I want to see.
Hopefully one. He does all the hard work. I just make it sound cool. As now Amine will shoot two.
You're not going to throw down some mean jam during the halftime show? We can't get a halftime show featuring Aiden London. You flying off a trampoline, somersault.
Excuse me, my mic wasn't working. I was going to say, Ryan, if my vert ever exceeds 6 inches, we'll see that happen. Till then, we'll watch Leroy Bladden cook. Bladden now swings to Banks on the elbow. Banks finds Johnson. Wilson finds Wilson. Wilson jacks up a three. No good. Rebound, Amine. Amine now. Gets a screen from Ross. Gets a switch. Switches right back, though. Amine takes it in on Blyden. Nadu jacks up a three. No good. And the ball bounced. Xavier was getting back on defense, but Josh Ross misses the bunny as Blyden comes up with a long rebound. Cubs running. Tough steal from Amine. Amine running the 2-on-2 fast break. Jacks up a three. He gets it to go.
Yeah, it's just a smart pull-up. It was what was open. It's what the defense was given to him.
Cubs quickly answer back from a nice two. No, it was three. It was right.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah, as Amine now drives in on Blyden. Takes a tough layup, doesn't get it to go. Josh Ross gets another rebound. And Shamrocks finish it. Wilson crosses over, hop step, takes the tough layup, no good. Josh Ross has it. He swings to Howard. Howard's running with Nadu. Howard passes to Nadu. Nadu gets the layup to go. Shamrocks score 4 quick ones there.
Yeah, U of D probably going to need a timeout here soon. CC on a pretty big run.
Blyden has the ball. Nadu tries to steal it from him. He kicks to Wilson, though. Wilson looks for the play to develop, and he drives in. Takes a scooping layup, doesn't get it to go, though.
Unlucky roll. He just found what the defense was given to him. Got a great shot. It just didn't quite fall.
Nadu takes the deep one, gets it to go. Nothing but net.
Yeah, definitely not what you wanted to see here. CC just got hot with the jump shots. It's exactly what their MO is, and they just abused it. They hit a lot of big threes there, and it got them in the game quickly.
Nadu made it seemed to be an off-the-bounce 30-footer, Ryan.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. I mean, it was almost a heat check, yet I don't think he's hit too many shots now in the second half. So I guess when you're that good of a shooter, you can take a heat check whenever you want.
Xavier Banks struggling in the low post. He's been weird on his rebounds, which he's usually more than reliable with.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal with that has been. I mean, I guess with Comedy and other bigs in the game, they've ran bigger lineups all game. I guess he's sort of expecting that other guys are also going to be going for the rebounds. So maybe it was in the game plan that he'd get out on the break and those other guys would be getting the rebounds today. Who knows?
Banks now sits for McCoy as Hatcher checks in for Nwamba. Shamrocks keep it the same. Blyden gets the inbound ball from McLovin.
Yeah, they're bringing that smaller lineup in. We've seen this lineup be really effective when U of D needs to get some points in a big-time way.
Blyden gets a screen from McCoy. Shamrocks show trap. Hatcher drives in. Takes it back out. Spin move. Takes it in. Tough floater. It's been all Ryan Hatcher tonight, baby.
Yeah, he's usually a shooter, but who said shooters can't drive to the paint? That's what makes a shooter so good, is their ability to get to the bucket.
They call a foul on the floor. Get Hatcher on the hand check. Shamrocks will inbound under the basket now.
Yeah, when Hatcher commands that much respect on the perimeter because he's such a well-respected shooter and they've got to step up, it just gives them those lanes to get to the basket. That's what makes Hatcher such a promising scorer for this U of D team.
Shamrock swinging up top. Nadu has blighted on him. Nadu's been the Shamrock's best shot creator and shot maker to this point as he crosses over. Spin move, tough layup, gets it to go.
Yeah, he's just so patient. He always somehow knows what the best shot to take is.
Wilson with a sweet pocket pass to McCoy underneath the basket. As McCoy steals it, he finds Wilson. Wilson posts up, drops step, and he gets blocked. And Sardini recovers as Nadu's on the break now. He gets another layup.
Yeah, UFD's going to need to slow Nadu down. He's just been playing at his own pace, at his own speed, just commanding that CC offense. It seems like he's scoring whenever he wants.
Blyden crosses over now, gets another move. Fitzhatcher, Hatcher jacks up a three, no good. And rebound Nadu.
Can't be mad at that shot. He's been the hot hand all half.
Mine swings to the corner, gets it right back though. Crosses over, takes it in, it's good. I thought McCoy got a hand on it, but it was a tough finish.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I was going to say, so I have nothing to add to that.
Blyden jacks up a three, it's good! Leroy Blyden makes it count.
Yeah, that's a big-time three. That's exactly what UFD needed. They needed a big answer, and Blyden's the one to get it for them.
Mine now gets trapped, swings to Nadu up top. Nadu jacks up another heat check, no good. Rebound Wilson.
That would have been unbelievable. That's the type of stuff you see in an all-star game.
Blyden tries for two in a row, doesn't get it. Rebound Derek Lee Jr. Cubs harassing him, not letting him get the easy pass in, but he finds Nadu. And Shamrocks beat the press. Emine, spin move. Swings to Howard in the corner. Howard takes two dribbles on Sonny, finds Nadu in the corner. Nadu steps back, and he picks up his dribble. Finds Emine back up top.
Good job getting it out of Nadu's hands. That's not who they want running the offense.
Johnson on Emine now as Emine crosses over behind the back. Takes it in. Fadeaway shot, no good. Rebound McCoy, 44 seconds to play in the third. And Wilson looks to slow it down.
Yeah, no need to rush it here. They're up by 4. They've got 35 seconds on the clock.
Wilson! Count that baby and the foul.
And right when I'm saying they don't need to rush it, they get a huge and one. So that's exactly why I'm not on the court. I'm in the booth.
Sonny Wilson, tough move. Caught the defense sleeping. Got the tough layup, hoop, and the harm.
Yeah, even if his layups haven't been falling at their usual clip, I'm never scared when Sonny gets down low with the basketball.
Sonny Wilson converts the and one. Cubs lead by 7. Emine, the inbound man, tries to find somebody, has nobody. Howard gets it though. Howard gets it off to Ross as Ross spins, takes it down to McCoy, takes the tough layup, no good. Rebound gets his own, takes another layup, blocked by McCoy.
They will never learn that you can't go into the paint with Gerard McCoy and expect it to go well.
Wilson, another tough layup. I thought he got the and one, and he's fired up now.
Gotta get back on defense. Can't let him get a bucket here.
Ross kicks to the corner. Lee shoots a three, no good. Long rebound, Wilson. Wilson takes the deep one, no good. Cubs lead by 9 through 3. And Ryan, like you said, when will the Shamrocks learn do not shoot on Gerard McCoy?
Man, I wish I had the box score right here with me. I mean, he's got to have over 5 blocks now. And even when he doesn't get a block, he contests the shot so well. I mean, you just cannot score when Gerard McCoy is in the paint.
His arms seemingly go on forever. And he's been a great defensive presence today.
Yeah, and that's exactly why it's been so unique to watch this CC team work. They're clearly a jump shooting team, but obviously any basketball team, even if you're the Golden State Warriors with Clay and Curry, you're still going to try to get to the paint because that's the highest efficient shot you can get. But when you've got Gerard McCoy and Xavier Banks down there, we're proving why it doesn't go well for you.
Cubs lead by 9 entering the final period. Cubs doing everything right to this point. Just need to hold on, keep doing well, slow down Nadu, and I think it's a ball game, Ryan.
Yeah, that was a great end of the quarter. I mean, it looked a little rough during stints there. They got the game within 1 basket, but exactly when you needed him, Sonny Banks stepped up and he led this team. He's the perfect leader, Aiden.
Cubs show Blyden, Johnson, Wilson, Hatcher, McCoy. Shamrock show Nadu, Howard, Ross, and Mine, and number 3, Asher Suardini. He's a freshman.
Yeah, in a small ball era, I think UFD encapsulates just how effective a small ball lineup can be.
Wilson drives in on Amine. Spin move, tough fadeaway, no good. Rebound Nadu. Nadu has Blyden on him now. Nadu finds Amine. Amine steps back, jacks up the 3, no good. Tough rebound McCoy. McCoy finds Wilson. Wilson looks up.
A little bit of a hardened step back. If he would have hit that, it would have been nasty.
And Wilson takes the jump stop into the layup. He'll go to shoot 2 now.
Yeah, I can't imagine Coach Donnelly was too happy with Sonny settling for the fadeaway there. He's been getting to the basket all game. No real reason to settle for a shot when you're stronger and more athletic than your defender.
Wilson makes the first one count, as now Banks will get Johnson. Xavier for Xavier. Wilson looks to make both now.
I always feel like I have to clarify that I'm critiquing a D1 basketball player, so I'm in no real place to be giving my opinion, but here I am.
It's all good, Ryan. Sonny understands. As now Mina gets trapped. He swings to the corner. Sardini, he gives it up instantly to Howard. Howard has Hatcher on him. He takes it in. He gets fouled. And Hatcher's going to get a stern talking to from Coach Donnelly.
A lot of fouls early in this quarter. Definitely got to be careful if you're the Cubs. They've already got 4 fouls, and we're only at 7:09 in the fourth quarter. The last thing you need is to get into foul trouble in a close game.
Howard makes the first, as now Rude checks in, as does number 15, Derek Lee Jr. Howard to shoot the second. Nothing but net, as Blyden will be the inbound man now. Blyden inbounds to McCoy. McCoy gives it right back to Blyden. He gives it right to Wilson. Wilson finds Hatcher. Hatcher stops it, brings it back. McCoy gets to Wilson. Wilson looks to set it up now. Banks calling for the ball down low. He's got a mismatch as Wilson isolates. Banks still calling for the ball. He's got the little guy on him as Wilson takes it in. Swings to Blyden. Blyden takes a tough jump shot and one. That's a strange one, Ryan.
I was going to say, how often do you see an and one mid-range shot? It takes a whole lot of concentration and poise to knock down a jumper when you're getting fouled.
Bad Leroy Blyden looks to convert the and one now. Blyden does not get it to go. And they say off of number 15, Derek Lee Jr. Way to hustle from Ryan Hatcher.
Yeah, Ryan Hatcher just battling with the centers and getting his team an extra possession. I mean, who knows, that extra possession could end up being huge for this Cubs team.
Wilson, the inbound man. He finds McCoy on the elbow. Hatcher up top. Hatcher fakes. Looks to reset. Crossover move. Drives in. Swings to McCoy. McCoy swings to Wilson. Wilson's in the corner. Wilson drives in. Snatches back. Banks up top. Banks swings to Hatcher. Hatcher up fakes. Hatcher takes it in now. Tough layup. Banks on the putback.
That's just a great job getting to the spot of the rebound and putting that one right back in. Great second chance points there for Xavier Banks.
Banks making sure that glass is squeaky clean as he cleans it up there, and they call a carry on Nadu now.
Yeah, the carry's always an interesting call because in the modern game, there's just so many hezzies and hang dribbles. Definitely love to get that call for the Cubs, though.
Hatcher will be the inbound man now. Finds Wilson. Wilson now. Banks wants it down low. He's posting up. Wilson between the legs, and he gets tripped by Amine. Cubs will inbound again.
Yeah, you just can't play defense like that. He was trying to beat Sonny to the spot, but didn't have his feet set, so that's going to be a blocking foul every single time.
Johnson now gets Blyden, number 3. Sauerdini gets number 2, Amine. It's Amine's 4th. He's been their best point guard at this point, but he's in serious foul trouble. They'll need him for later if they want to stick around in this one.
Yeah, now number 22, Nadu, he's just going to have to step up and just carry this team because half of their offense is now gone.
And Catholic Central head coach Brandon Sinawi lets the referee know that he doesn't like that call, and he gets teed up. Donnelly tells him to sit down. It's his house, and he's causing a distraction.
Yeah, back in the first quarter, he got a stern warning from the ref that he needed to watch himself, and seems like he just crossed the line here, and he's just going to get, now that he's got the tech, he's going to give the refs his peace of mind.
Wilson makes the first.
And there's no real place for this in basketball. The referees are doing what they can. It's really tough to be a referee, and you just can't go bad-mouthing the refs.
Wilson misses the back end. We're still arguing with the referees. He'll have to sit down for the rest of the game, though.
I was going to say, refs need more respect. It's one of the hardest jobs you can have in sports. I mean, it's tough to call these plays in the moment.
Respective bench is drawn now as Banks takes it in, and they call a travel on Banks.
He just kind of lost his balance there. It's unfortunate, but it happens.
Cubs still up by 14 as Hatcher deflects the inbound pass. And they say, still off of Hatcher. Some people wanted Amine to get it, but they say off Hatcher. Amine gets the inbound. Looks like he stepped out of bounds, but they say he didn't. Amine behind the back, Johnson on him. McCoy picks him up. Swing to the corner. Sardini twishes the lead junior, and great hands from Ryan Hatcher. Deflects the ball off of him after losing a shoe.
Yeah, and he just whoa. I just switched the first letters. He never quite corralled that pass because of Hatcher's defense, and that's all you can really ask for when somebody's wide open on a cut.
Blyden, the inbound man, he finds Wilson. Blyden fakes the pass, and he beats the press on his own. Crossover move, hesitation, spin move, finds Johnson up top. Johnson drives in, dishes to McCoy. Great pocket pass from Johnson. Nice take from McCoy.
Yeah, not quite sure how you let a center get wide open under the basket, but they'll take those free 2 points any day.
And Amine is fouled. And now Amine will shoot 2. They call that one on McCoy. That's his 3rd.
Looks like CC's assistant coach filling that job well. I mean, he's already 0-2.
And Amine misses the front one. Amine looks to make another one, cut the lead down just a little bit. He does not, though. Banks gets the rebound, swings to Wilson. Wilson's on the break, swings to Banks. Tough lay from Xavier Banks.
Nice looking bounce pass to set that one up. That's just good offense.
Cubs lead by 18 as Nadu takes it in. Tough layup, no good. Rebound Banks. Banks now finds Blyden.
Man, if McCoy blocked that, he was sending it to Narnia.
And Howard comes up with a steal. Finds Nadu down low. And another block. Oh, they call a foul on McCoy. They say he got him on the back.
He really wants more blocks, doesn't he, Aiden?
We've been watching the Gerard McCoy block party all night. But he picks up his 4th now.
Got another shot blocker at the scorer's table, though. I think we can see a couple more blocks coming our way.
Nadu makes his 1st as Nwamba checks in for McCoy. Nadu taking his sweet merry time on the free throw. These little toe taps, Michael Scott-esque. And he makes it count.
Michael Scott.
And they say Wilson stepped over and back. Weird inbound mistake from the Cubs. Shamrocks will inbound underneath their own basket.
First time I've ever seen it called in a live game, but it happens.
I did that once. It was really embarrassing.
I could imagine.
I don't need this from you, Ryan, as Howard's up top. Wilson on him. Amine fakes the three. And tough defense from Nwamba. Wilson comes up with the rebound, though. Cubs running. Wilson slows it down, finds Blyden. Blyden hesitates. Number 1, Josh Root on him. Blyden's spin move, swings to Johnson. Johnson finds Nwamba down low! Comedy doesn't convert the layup. Banks cleans it up, and he makes it count.
Yeah, I'm going to take this time to apologize to absolutely nobody. Xavier Banks just constantly getting this team second chance points.
Howard now finds Rude way alone by himself. Cubs got lost in a miscommunication. Yes. Wilson now, he's running the break. Banks with him. Step back move. Crossover. Mixed up Nadu. Ooh, no good. They call a foul.
Sure looked like Xavier Banks was going to get a sweet putback again. But that's good defense knocking the ball out of his hands. I think they have finally learned with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter that you can't let Xavier Banks get all those offensive rebounds.
Well, they didn't. They fouled him on that one. Cubs will inbound underneath their own basket. Blyden, the inbound man. He finds Johnson in the corner. Johnson hits Blyden. Blyden looks to take it in. Tough lay from the little man.
Yeah, that's just great ball control. He had a guy looking like he was going to just foul him from behind, and just good ball control to get a sweet finger roll layup.
Go Blyden on the foul there. He reached a little bit too much. That's his third, and Mine will shoot 1 and 1 now.
Both teams almost in the bonus. If CC fouls one more time, U of D will join them in the bonus.
Mine makes the first.
Maybe we can see another appearance from Linus Gauman before the end of this one.
Mine gets a nice roll in the second. He makes both count. Cubs lead by 16 with 3:23 to play. Blyden finds Johnson. Johnson gives it right back to Blyden. Blyden swings to Nwamba. Nwamba takes it in. Nice layup from Comedy Nwamba. That's a feel-good one. Comedy struggled from the field all year. It's nice to see that one go in for him as Nadu jacks up a three. No good. Rebound Banks. Wilson has it now. Blyden running. And one. Bad Leroy Blyden converts the hoop and the harm.
Yeah, he just kind of stuck his arm out. I don't know if he was protecting the ball or if he just wanted the and one, but nonetheless, a nice looking and one. And those are the types of plays that might just put the nail in the coffin for this one.
Sardini and Rue now check in for the Shamrocks. Blyden converts the and one. I always love watching him play, Ryan.
Yeah, so do I, man.
Sardini passes it to Casper, the friendly ghost, standing on the baseline. He looks like he got that one, but Cubs will take over now.
They didn't even let Casper shoot it. They just took the ball from him.
Not fair as Cubs lead by 21 late in this one. Wilson has Lee Jr. on him. Crossover move. It's a screen from Nwamba. Nwamba calls for it. Nwamba wants the ball down low as Blyden drives in, finds Banks. Nice lay from Banks.
You know, I feel like we're just seeing a common occurrence that happens when people try to play in front of the den. They are just rattled right now.
And they called Nwamba for the foul on number 3, Asher Sordini. Now number 14, Devin Lee, will check in. And now number 14, fan favorite Charlie Carreau checks in for Xavier Banks. Xavier Banks seemingly finishing the night with 18.
I was really hoping U of D would break 100. But checking Xavier Banks out, that might hurt a little bit.
Now number 13, Joey Nasco, 6'10" center, checks in for the first time.
Why is this the first time he's coming in? They were hiding a 6'10" weapon off the bench?
Weren't really hiding him. He's hard to miss.
That's true.
As Sauerdini misses the second. Blyden goes to work, crosses over, takes it in, swings back to Wilson. Wilson jacks up a three. Splash! Welcome to the Sonny Wilson experience, baby. Sonny makes that one count.
Right in front of the student section, too. That got everybody pumped.
And Sauerdini fell on that one. Johnson tries to get the steal. He gambles, finds the big man down low, misses the layup. And Howard clotheslines Blyden, no call. Sauerdini jacks up the three. Ooh! Watch your heads, that was a brick. However, Shamrocks recover. And Donnelly wants to take a timeout.
You know, I was trying to figure out why a 6'10" senior would be sitting on the bench all game, but, you know, I think that really poorly missed layup just answered all of my questions, Aiden.
Looking like me and IMs today.
Okay, come on. With the self-hate, Aiden, you're not that bad at basketball.
Good thing the Cubs are not. They lead by 23 with this game late in the fourth. Ryan, it's been a pleasure calling games with you in the Cubs' home all year. And this might be our last time calling a game together.
Well, I hope not, because this U of D team surely looks like they can be geared and ready to make a sweet run in the playoffs, and maybe we'll see you right back here for a playoff game.
Hopefully we get to call the Catholic League tournament too. That would be a blessing.
And an honor.
And an honor. 10 seconds left in this timeout. Who do you think the Cubs are going to show, Ryan?
Yeah, I think they're going to bring in a lot of their JV guys. It's typically something they seem like they like to do in a blowout like this. They like to get these guys minutes. I mean, these freshmen, sophomores who are talented enough to, you know, sit on the bench and get some of these, you know, backup minutes as a freshman and sophomore. But this team's so guard heavy that a lot of these younger guards don't really have a spot on the roster. So it's always fun in a garbage time like this when you see these guys come out and, you know, get some minutes late.
Cubs show Kiro, Blyden, Johnson, Crane, and I believe that's Freeman in the corner. It's Blyden behind the back move. Takes it in, hop step. And Blyden looks to reset, Johnson up top. Johnson's got number 20, Josh McKee on him. Johnson hits him with a combo, and Crane loses it off the bounce. It'll be Shamrock ball.
Yeah, just weren't on the same page there. But those types of things can happen when you've got a starter and a bench guy when they're just, you know, they're not playing together all the time. They're not always on the same wavelengths.
23, Jaden Garwood now checks in for the Cubs, and he picks up an early foul. Sauerdini will now pick up. Will go to the line to shoot 1-1. Jaden Brown tucks in his shirt and checks into this one. He gets Xavier Johnson.
Yeah, for those of you that have turned into these JV games, we know that man coming in is a bad man. He gets buckets in a big-time way on JV. Maybe we'll see him get a tough bucket here on the varsity level.
Cubs showing JV and Kiro. Kiro's tough. I like to watch him play. And we will, as Cubs lead 22, 1:21 left to play. Sauerdini converts the second, makes the 1-1 count, and now Freeman has the ball.
Dad's club looks ready to try to stop any court rushing at the end of this one.
Jaden Brown dribbles. Finds Garwood. Garwood dribbles. He gets hip checked by number 20, Josh McKee. Cubs will inbound now. Excuse me, no, they'll go to the line to shoot 1-1.
And the bonus.
That's Garwood. He's got a great jump shot. See if he converts these free throws. Nothing but net on the first one.
That'll boost the career average at the varsity level.
Jaden Garwood doesn't make the second. Crane on the offensive rebound, though. He gives it right back to Brown. Brown takes it in, and he is traveled. Excuse me, got a whistle. Thought he got whacked. Took too many steps, though. He's now number 14, Devin Lee. Goes to work on Brown. Varsity gets it right back, drives in, and they call a foul on the floor. It'll be another 1-1 now. Number 14, Devin Lee, will shoot 1 and 1.
It'll actually be 2. They just got
Oh,
into the double bonus, yeah.
Double bonus. He'll shoot 2. Makes the first. And he makes both count. Cubs lead by 20, 50 seconds left to play. Freeman takes it in. Hop step, takes the tough layup, no good. He just wanted his shot up. And Devin Lee finds Varsity.
Yeah, you can't blame him for wanting to score.
Freeman fouls Varsity.
Oh, boy.
Varsity quietly putting together a 10-point performance, and the Shamrocks will take a timeout.
Oh, boy.
Right now, get to spend a little bit more time with you listeners at home.
The game's not over, man, right? 13 and 33 seconds, ever heard of it? We're about to see 22 in 22. No, we're not.
Ryan,
no,
I would
we're not.
empty all $3 in my wallet, give it to you if that happens.
I'll empty all $0 in cash to you if they don't.
Well, we'll call it a bet. Cubs lead by 20, 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
Ryan, this has been a fun one. I know some people like calling the close games, but it's really good for my heart, really good for my doctor to see that I'm calling a blowout.
Yeah, how's that heart rate looking? It wasn't too anxiety-ridden for this game. I mean, U of D just took control of it in the second quarter and maintained a lead all game.
Cubs lead by 20. Showing the JV gang, excuse me. Shamrocks will shoot 2 free throws now. Cubs show Garwood, Brown, Crane, Curo, and Freeman.
I definitely looked away.
It's all good. Varsity now.
Splash.
Makes it count. He's a good free throw shooter. I'll give him that. Novi Catholic Central cuts the lead to 18 as Freeman gets the inbound from Curo. Tough screen from Jane Garwood. Garwood pops. He wants the ball. Up fake. He's looking to pass. Finds Brown. Brown crosses over, drives in. He's strong as anybody on this court, but he does not convert the layup.
I thought he had that one.
Varsity gets the ball back up top. 8 seconds to play. And, 3-point game. Hopefully nobody wanted the Cubs to win by more than 15. And Ryan, this has been a great one.
Yeah, that would have been one of the worst bad beats in history if somebody had 15 and a half on the over-under for that one.
Luckily, there's no gambling going on at U of D. Cubs put on a great performance, 90 points against a Catholic League rival, Novi Catholic Central, showing them that Detroit is not in Novi and Shamrocks are in fact green.
Well, this is exactly what I was hoping we would see when I sat down and got ready for this game. I mean, this was a team that was at the bottom of the leaderboard, and that doesn't mean they're bad by any stretch of the imagination. We saw today that they're a really solid team, and it was just a good matchup overall.
We got Xavier Banks is going to join us for the post-game interview. Can you hear me, Xavier?
Yeah, I love this. It's
great. Fits great on you. Xavier, what was the key to success in this game?
the key to success was coming out with energy. We did come out a little slow, but we picked it up, and when we trapped them in that full court, it really benefited us, so that was good.
Xavier, you were great on the offensive glass today. What was going through your mind when you were getting all those putbacks?
Well, you know, that's what I look to do. You know, when the ball's coming off the rim, I look to you know, get it in there. I struggled a little bit on the defensive glass. You know, I got a little ankle injury, but I'm overcoming that, and yeah, it was a good game.
Glad to hear you're doing well, Xavier. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And go take care of yourself. We'll see you later. Well, Ryan,
Nice surprise.
it was. Let's get a little post-game interview. This game's over. Thank you for joining us. I'm Aiden Lyons.